Hey everyone, welcome to Ninja Monkey Happy Gaijin um Habon Tips, and I have a Spanish channel too. I'm Nathan, Ninja Monkey, and every Sunday, this is what we do. We get together, on Monday, depending where you're watching from. We get together, we chat about Japan, and I just want to remind you that if you want to ask a question, I will give priority to super chats, to members, to patrons, etc. In fact, thank you so much to all my patrons that support me, much appreciated. And I will give priority to them. And if you do have a question, then make sure that you set up, make sure that it is a question. This is an excellent opportunity for you to actually ask questions, not only because I will hopefully be able to answer, but because more importantly, I think there's a great group of people in the chat normally that can also give so much in so many insights and so much information. There's only so much that can go into this brain, so collectively we can do so much good. And my aim here on this channel, Ninja Monkey, is to have a positive community of people that want to help others, get the best out of Japan. And I think that we do that already, so we can only try a little bit harder every single week as we go along. And just a quick reminder, I have just posted a new video. It's a guide to New Year's in Japan, Tokyo mainly, but Japan as a whole. And so check that one out if you can. I'd really appreciate it. It's got lots of really interesting facts and insights on not just New Year's, but generally, that festive period, end of the year, beginning of the year, etc. So yeah, let's get to the chat, everyone. Hey, Lord McGray, first in the chat. Konnichiwa, konbanwa. How you doing? Going the down under is here. Also, Bojo, Perza, how you doing? Hello, everyone. Red Value, ay caramba. um, and Alex, hello. XYZ, hello. Japan, thanks for being here, for moderating, being the moderator that moderates. Tommy Key, how you doing? Thanks for being here also. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff indeed. And yeah, and less than one banana. Tokyo banana for Bojo. Wow, exciting. Exciting. For those of you who are wondering, what the hell is this guy talking about? Well, up here, we have some bananas. Each banana represents the number of live streams from home before I make it to Japan. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of what they are. So people sort of like, they say, like how many bananas they have left, how many weeks they have left before the trip. Oh, thank you so much to what I've just seen here. An awesome banana and yuzu fund. Arigato gozaimasu, Frog Lady. Thanks always for your support. I really appreciate it. Not just the financial support, but also the lovely messages and the care that you have for me. I really appreciate it. Always looking out for me. Thanks so much. And also, arigato gozaimasu. Thank you so much, Jim, for sharing beautiful memberships with others. If you are a member, you can always make sure that you show off your emojis, special emojis. Maybe it's time. Maybe soon I'll be adding some more emojis or changing emojis. Ah, let's see. Morning from Himeji, Dr. Nagi, lucky dude in Himeji. Awesome. Hey Joanna, how you doing? Good evening. And Persa, less than one banana for you too. Friday. Oh my goodness, that's like wow. End of the week, awesome. And let's see. Hello, your royal H. How you doing? How you doing? From Osaka. Oh, awesome. It's good to see some of you guys out there already. Saludos from La Niña, Jose Cano. Awesome. I was in La Niña today for lunch. And La Niña is like a town over from Gibraltar. And I went there for lunch with a friend, catching up with a friend. And I was having a coffee in the OK in the main street outside, sitting outside. Beautiful, glorious day today here. 18, 19 degrees, beautiful day. And somebody stopped me and said, "Hi, Thank you so much for your videos. It was so nice. Somebody from La Nina also stopped me and recognized me. It was really cool. So, obviously, hello, Frog Lady. And yeah, and thank you for the live and for that New Year's video. Well, I hope the New Year's video helps people. Ultimately, I've tried to cram in as much information as I can. Like I've said, even if you're not traveling over the New Year's period, I think there's a lot of interesting things, facts in there that will be of interest to you. And I know that it's going to be one of those videos going to be a slow performer, probably very search based. But hey, if you help watch it, obviously it's always good. So I'll be in Himeji in a few hours. Wow, you could like meet up. Awesome. Hey, C Ruse, how you doing? Hope everything's doing well. And yeah. Shadow Fang, hello, thank you for all your videos. You're very welcome. Like I've said, I'm trying to set up I hope that my channel is a place of, like help and good information and a good community and a safe space, really, because ultimately I want you to have the best Japan trip that you can, and I think that everybody feels the same way in this community, sharing all our tips and sharing all our secrets. If you're part of the Ninja Monkey community, you're bound to get some awesome insights from us in the chat, for sure, for sure, for sure. New Year sounds busy in Japan. It does. It's an interesting time of the year, and I think, not to give away too much of my video, but to sort of like sum up my video, at the end I mentioned that once you sort of understand the rhythm of New Year's in Japan and in Tokyo, you have a whole different way of enjoying New Year's. I think that's why I put the video out. I think that there's been a lot of people that have gone to Japan over New Year's and they've been disappointed because it isn't the same as other countries. It's definitely not like the West. They do things a certain way, certain things close, certain things remain open, opening hours change. There's a certain areas that I recommend that you don't go to, that you don't visit, that you try not to go to temples during certain days, and it's all in the video. And it's busy, but it's also, I think, a very unique time of the year to visit. It's very local. I feel it's time of the year that it becomes a very local time to visit Japan. I'm going to be joining the crew members in Nippon in 6 days. Oh my god, Jim! You should start planning 100%, dude. 100%. Frog Lady, love the video. Take me there now. Hey, Frog Lady, would you ever consider doing New Year's in Japan? By the way, I'm going to ask you all, everybody, question. Number one, and you can write little number one and you can answer, and number two, you can write a number two and you can answer. But number one is, have you ever done New Year's in Japan? Yes or no? And number two, what did you do? How did you celebrate New Year's in Japan? I really want to know. I really want to know. It's such an interesting time of the year. It's a fascinating time of the year, to be honest. Like here, I feel that in the West, you sort of do it one way and that's it. You're at home or maybe a party or whatever outside, but it's all very similar. And in Japan, it can be very different. Bojo is sharing those hidden gems indeed. Hey Gazumi, how you doing? We're not gonna be at the station that far in advance. I think. Okay. Chatting amongst yourselves, that's also cool. Yeah, 6 days, Jim. So excited for you. My sister and I are aiming for Cherry Blossom season next year. Shadow Fang, awesome. Cherry Blossom is also a very nice time to go to Japan, but with it, there's also, there's every time of the year has its pros and its cons. And I think that Cherry Blossom, although it's very beautiful, it does also come with its own challenges that I'm sure that as we get closer to Cherry Blossom season in the next few months, we'll be talking about that too, for sure. So Japan is amazing. I miss being by there. Yeah, I know, man. Japan is such a fantastic, beautiful place. It's definitely worth visiting. Oh, happy Thanksgiving. Is it Thanksgiving already? Sorry, guys. Happy Thanksgiving to all my American ladies and gentlemen. I obviously I don't do Thanksgiving because because I'm from not from the USA. But I wish everybody a lovely Thanksgiving weekend, I guess. Can we talk about the cancellations from Chinese tours? Does Japan seem quieter now? That's a good question, and I mentioned it in my last update, which nobody watched. I don't know what's happened with that update. Literally, it's like died. It's getting like 6 views a day or something. Anyway, but I did mention it in the last update. The most of the cancellations have come from group tours, and it seems from my research before, and things are always changing, so things could change. But from my research, it seems that the majority of the cancellations are from big group tours, but individual tourists are still visiting Japan. Um, Will Japan seem quieter? I'm guessing so. It would be nice to see if anybody who's out there now, but it's a difficult one. I think you need to. This has to be your second or your third trip to Japan to really gauge what it's like. You can't like say, "Oh, it's not busy" if you've only been to Japan once. But I'm guessing that this is going to be a temporary sort of thing. I think that for sure there will be less tourists, less Chinese tourists in certain areas. Also, we're going to remember that like tourism can be very regional depending on where you come from. I learned this year when I was traveling through like Mie, and I was traveling through like some like even Kurashiki, Okayama, all that area was full of Spanish speakers. I hardly encountered any Americans or white or like any like Westerners or anybody that spoke English. Everybody was speaking Spanish, and I think that the same way, Chinese do tend to go to certain areas, and those areas will be quieter. But I think it's going to be temporary. Give it a month and a half, and I'm sure things will be back to normal. Lots of people going this week. Oh, it's so exciting. So freaking exciting. Video was super useful. I was toying with traditional or modern. I'm staying in Shinjuku this time, so it's a handy location. Yeah, if you're staying in Shinjuku, I think I've actually put my name down. Actually, my friends have put my name down for uh, the illuminations in the Tokyo Metropolitan building. The new video was really interesting, but can't decide what to do. I looked up Daihaya prayer meeting in Gakuji in Kamakura. Oh, yeah, that might be interesting. That might be interesting. So, number one, no, you've never done it. Number two, I wish I could go in New Year's. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, there we go. There was a counter news report from Shanghai Airport. There was no slowdown of tourists. That's partly what I've sort of seen. Unfortunately, never celebrated New Year's in Japan, but would love to. It's definitely very, very interesting. Interestingly, maybe the news is over exaggerated. I think that one thing that we've learned over the last few years is that everything is exaggerated when it comes to news and the internet, and headlines. I wouldn't be surprised if it isn't exaggerated. Let's face it. Have I missed something? Let me just check something very quickly. Okay. Where were we? Number one, yes, you've done, and Bojo's done it. Number two, met up at a mini animation meet where I ran into some friends, ate tangerines, and watched Red and White Song Contest on TV. And that sounds pretty cool, and also quite traditional with a TV. Oh, next Thursday is Thanksgiving. Okay, so then why did you say Happy Thanksgiving then if it's not Thanksgiving? You're confusing me, dude. You said Happy Thanksgiving and it's not Thanksgiving, so what am I supposed to do? I think I might have also gone to midnight mass, but I might be getting that mixed up. Okay. Um, let's see. Good point on Thanksgiving. Shouldn't the English celebrate it? The pilgrims were English. That may be right. Maybe the English should. Got my Coke Zero. Got my Tokyo Banana. Yeah, look out for the Chinese and report back. You can be our reporter. Hey, Laurie, how you doing? Hi, Nathan. Hi, everyone. I'm trying to figure out if travel expenses will go up in 2026. By how much? Any thoughts? I don't really have thoughts because I think it's all could depend on the value of the yen. Right now, the yen is rather weak. I think it's hit the weakest in 35 years. The pound against the yen, I was checking, was 205. Last time I checked, maybe even more than 205, which is absolute madness. So obviously, um, that's good for prospective travelers, anybody who's going to Japan 2026. Now, whether it's going to hold, whether it's going to change, whether it's going to get better, worse, we really don't know. I I know that the new prime minister wants to fix the whole yen thing, and through a little bit of research that I was doing for a video that I canned and I decided not to go ahead with, but the research that I sort of did gave me the inkling that potentially the yen would sort of eventually would settle at around 185 yen to the pound. 180, 185 to the pound. I don't know what that would be to the dollar or to the euro. So we can if the prime minister gets away, we can expect the yen to, the value of the yen to get better, and that would affect our trips in the future. Also, as far as hotel costs, I've seen an increase of maybe 2%, 3% year on year for the past few years. Some hotels that I've stayed at in the past that used to cost me 80, $70, $60 a night are now costing me $80 when they used to cost $60, $70 maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and now they're costing $20 more a night. So I think I think overall expenses are bound to go up. I think it's the same all around the world. I don't think there's anything that you can sort of do about it other than save up a little bit more. Like if you can save up an extra 2 or 3% month on month before your trip, and then if expenses are not okay, if nothing changes, you can have that for some pocket money or for a future trip. It's a complicated one. The whole market money thing is always very, very complicated, I find. Might see you. I signed up for the Tokyo Metropolitan thing too. Well, let's see, PS Prog, if we actually have any luck, right? Hi Nathan, sorry I wasn't on last week. I was at a concert. Hey, no problem. I'm sure that the concert was much more entertaining than this live stream, but I appreciate it. Oh yeah, I can imagine NHK beating the other drum, but hey. New Year's Monkey! Slick Little Kicks, how are you doing? Do you celebrate Bonfire Night? MC Rue's the only guy lighting fireworks. If Aussie government said done with Japan, I'd wave goodbye from the air. um, yeah. Lots of other Japan YouTubers say that live in Tokyo there are less tourists. Really? You know what? I always find it, Alexander. I always find it difficult when YouTubers that live in Tokyo are not tourists. They do not go to tourist sites. They do not go to the same places that most tourists go to. It's definitely, I'm guessing that in shopping streets and stuff like that there'll be a reduction. We'll see. They said they will spread out New Year's lucky bag sales so that their staff can celebrate with their families this year. Who said? I don't know what you're talking about, dude. But thanks. The euro is 34% stronger right now compared to your first visit. Exactly. So, Everything is offset. Everything is relative. Yeah, please hit the like button, Frog Lady says. Please hit the like button. And then when Frog Lady says, please hit the like button, you should definitely, because you don't want any, like, you don't want a frog, an upset frog, okay? Loaded up big on the Wise card, thinking the yen could strengthen moving forward. We'll see. We'll see indeed. Samsung news from Japan. Natama, who served as a second cat station master at Kishi Station. Yeah, I know. I went to that station with Cheney just over the summer, and I saw the cats. I don't know if it was that one, but I did also learn about the history of that station and the cat. And there's been various cats through lots of generations, and I know it's very sad, obviously, but they do replace the cats. So there's always a new cat, you know? Very sad. 15 years old, and you know what? My Sunny, which you've met when I've done live streams for my parents, my Sunny cat, her name is Sunny. She's 19. She's going to be 20, which is absolutely crazy, crazy. Hey, thank you so much. Coexist. Arigato. My Halloween autumn Japan visit was amazing. I appreciate your channel and videos always. It was so nice meeting you, Coexist. It was so cool, hanging out and surprising me whilst we were doing the live stream, and then going and to that yokocho and having a few beers. And thank you so much for buying me a beer, for buying me a drink. I really appreciate it. It was awesome. Hopefully we can do it again. Thanks, I'm definitely planning just to do economy seating next trip, so I will save money. Yeah, I follow by the increase and decrease of Tokyo Banana. Debating putting money into my Wise card right now. Actually, I've just put some money into my Wise card, not my Wise card, my Revolut, which is the same thing, very similar. I yeah, basically I've asked my parents to lend me a little bit of money because the yen was so good. I was like, Dad, lend me a little bit of money because I'll pay you back. I just don't have it right now. But the yen is so good. The Tokyo Banana Index. Let's see. Hit the like button. Even Nightbot is saying hit the like button. Oops, I booped the like button. I did I did some MSN. Lucky bad okay, lucky bag vendors like in Shibuya, they sell all the designers and brand name stores, but this year they will spread out the lucky bag sales, which is usually only on the 1st of January. Actually, no, lucky bag sales are not usually on the 1st of January. They are spread across, they've been, or maybe they've been spread across multiple days for a few years now. But I've done bags, and I could get them across. What's changed in the last few years, though, is that a lot of these lucky bags are by sort of like lottery online also. Lots of Tokyo Bananas until my next trip, but hoping to do a May-June trip year after next, focusing on the Tohoku and Hokkaido regions. Love that area. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. My cat is awesome. You know, when a cat is 19, you sort of have to, you know, be aware that the cat could not be with you, you know, at any time. But hey, he passed in August. Oh, let's not talk about passing cats, please. Let's move on. Let's move on to Japan travel. Thanks for hanging out this trip, Ninja Monkey Guy. Yeah, it was lovely hanging out with you. Twice I was able to hang out. I was only there for like six days, so twice in 6 days is pretty good. Back in the clay, I have to say. Hey, Alex also applied for the Tokyo Metropolitan. That's pretty cool. I don't know. You know, I think there's only 3,000 people that can enter, so it will be a big surprise if I even get in. Sometimes the lucky bags are inventory clearer. I'm sure. I'm sure. I've done lucky bags a few times, and I've never been disappointed. I have to admit, I've had a great time. Oh yeah, Okinawa Prefecture number 47. Yay, Gazumi! You're gonna be part of the Prefecture 47 Prefecture Club soon. I hope. Okinawa is lovely. I highly recommend if you can go to Ishigaki. I highly recommend Ishigaki. I mean, I've only been to Ishigaki, but I felt like I made the right choice by going to Ishigaki. In fact, I'm wearing an Ishigaki Orion. Oh, right. By the way, those of you who might not know, I do have a Spanish channel, and I've started putting um Spanish updates on the Spanish channel, which they're not doing great, but I expected that. You can't expect you're not a brand new channel, but brand new content to get a gathering very quickly. But yeah, I've started putting some videos up, and even the New Year's video, I've got a Spanish version that I'll put up at some point during the week. Um, anyway, it's time for Tokyo Bananas. Tokyo. It's still frozen. Okay, it's frozen Tokyo Banana. It's like cold. Hey, thank you so much. New Gimbal fans from me and Makeda. Arigato gozaimasu. Hope to be a member of the 47 Club in the future. You will be, for sure. For sure. And also the rate that you're going, you're going to do it pretty quick, I think. Um, it took me 10 years to do it. It's going to take you far less than that, I think. I had a Japanese friend working down in Okinawa, and I regret I didn't go down there last year. Oh. Hey, hi, Jeff. Hi, I just watched the New Year's Eve video. Very helpful because I will be there for New Year's. Well, that is the whole point. But I think it's just one of those videos that just can live on my channel. And whenever anybody asks me, "Have you ever done New Year's in Japan? What is New Year's around like in Japan?" I can point them the direction of a video. That's the whole point. Maybe you will go to classical music concerts. I should have added that right to the video. I should have added that to the video. Damn it. But it doesn't matter because I am pretty sure that Tawada will make a really informative comment on the whole classical music concert in Japan, where it is, when it is, and where to purchase tickets. If Tawada does that, he'll really be helping people out in a comment in the New Year's video. Do I own stock in Tokyo Banana? I think Tokyo Banana owns stock in me, in my belly. Hey, how you doing, my friend Vicente? 2 days for your trip. Awesome. ¿Cómo estás, mi amigo? You need to get yourself a Tokyo Banana when you're in Tokyo, and also you need to watch my latest video if you haven't, and I will have it in Spanish too. Lots of people here are in Japan on New Year's. Maybe we could do a meetup. Well, I was thinking about it now, but to be honest, it's an interesting New Year's for me. I'm really excited because two of my best friends, well, my best friend and her husband are coming to Japan for New Year's with me. So I arrive on the 27th, they arrive on the 28th, and they'll be with me in Tokyo until the first. Until New Year's Eve, and then on the first they'll continue their itinerary. But I'm really, because I have my two of my best friends in Japan, I can't really be doing meetups during that time. But you know what? New Year's Eve, depending on what I end up doing, I might actually announce and say, hey, this is what I'm doing, you know, come and join me or whatever. Costco, yeah. I can't go to Costco without you, dude. Before New Year's, it's endless cleaning and visiting relatives, drinking too much at the end of the year parties. It's truly tiring. It sounds amazing to me. Have I gone to a sumo match in Japan? You know what, Series, I haven't, and it's on my to-do list. You gotta leave some things, you know, or else you can't do everything. But I have gone to the practice, to the sumo practice. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Ogun, my friend, I went to Moto last night. It was amazing. The owner sent regards to you. That's funny. That's funny. That is awesome. You know, my brother, I don't know if I'm, yeah, my brother, I don't think I mentioned this in the last stream because it happened recently. My brother's work colleague went to Scotland, and my brother told me that my brother's work colleague went on a tour, and on the tour there was a Japanese guy, and the Japanese, you know, because I'm from Gibraltar, it's kind of unique. And when my brother's colleague said, you know, that they were from Gibraltar, the Japanese guy said, "Oh, I follow a YouTuber from Gibraltar, Ninja Monkey." Crazy, yeah, crazy. Yeah, that's where I went. That is where I went, to Wada. Maybe I had some other meetup. Maybe. Getting sumo tickets can be more difficult task. From what I understand, they no longer sell on the day lineup tickets. Anyone know more on that? The only thing that I've done research, because I was potentially going to do sumo, was I found stuff on Klook, like that I could do. So your friends advance, man. Do I have any recommendations for Christmas lights in Tokyo? I mean, you have Roppongi. There's a few also like Christmas markets that you can look up. And apart from that, if you want to get out of Tokyo, Ashikaga, which is like an hour and a bit out of Tokyo, is a fantastic Christmas light. Vicente, are you traveling on your own or are you traveling with your beautiful wife? Watching on NHK Sumo, awesome. Really interested in the Fox Mask Parade. I mentioned in the video where it's held. It's all the information in the video. The only problem with it's in Oji, I believe that's what I said. And the only thing, I'm gonna be totally honest, I was thinking about it after I filmed the video. I think the Fox Parade, it's sort of like the kind of experience that you do once. I wouldn't repeat it. Like, it was a little bit somber, a little bit, I don't want to say the word wasn't boring, but it felt like a funeral procession rather than a New Year's. Everything was very quiet. The walking was very silent. It was, yeah, it was interesting. I don't know if that would have been my first choice. Definitely interesting, definitely beautiful, but maybe if you're in the area, you know? Tokyo Dome, Tokyo Tower, Tokyo Midtown, Christmas lights. Yay. Poker Park tickets already done. I know. I'm so jealous. So jealous. Went to the sumo hall during the grand tournament. There was a sign in English stating no more tickets sold on site. Ooh. Wow. Okay, by yourself. Okay. You know you're going now. Please, Vicente. Like, maybe you should. If you watch my Hakone video, I highly recommend that you do Hakone. I think the fall colors, the autumn colors around the area must be so spectacular around right now. You're just going, so the autumn colors are going to be popping. So you must definitely maybe consider doing that or going to Nico or something like that. Uh, I can imagine the fall colors being pretty darn good right now. They have a fox character stamp? Cool. Oh, that okay, of course. I understand now why. I put a lot of work in to get sumo tickets last time I was heading to Tokyo. I was at the computer at 10 a.m. when the tickets went on sale, but all sold out. As Nathan said, I think go with Klook. Um, I I just looked on Klook. I didn't do too much research because when I realized because the sumo tour moves like, and I know that in August I think it's in Nagoya, and then in Tokyo I think it's September. I'm not very sure when it is, but basically the sumo tournament sort of moves around, so it just didn't work out with my itinerary, and I didn't really want to change my itinerary just for sumo. And I thought next time if I really want to do sumo, I'll just have to plan my itinerary around the sumo. But in Nagoya they do it in August, I think, end of July or the beginning of August, and you could do sumo and you could also do Ghibli Park, you know? Yeah, Nico. I think Hakone is a very easy, very easy trip, by the way. Right. Coke Zero time, everyone. Kampai. I just get tickets via the official site. There you go. They can see you're a Western at hand, your big sheet with the schedule in English. Nice. Fox Possession is more effective and remembrance oriented than celebratory. Yeah, I think so. I mean, like I said, I don't regret having done it. I just think that now that I know, I don't know if I would have done it, you know? The other activity I'm interested is in the Odaiba countdown fireworks. Would there be a train back to Shinjuku? That's a good question, and I don't know. It's the answer. That is a good question. You'd have to check. I mean, maybe I can do a quick sort of check. Give me a minute. I don't know if the times from, let's see. I don't know if the times are updated, but let me quickly do a quick one. It might be able to see if there's anything like. I mean, from what I can see right now, there doesn't seem to be any trains for the 1st of January, but it might just be that the schedule hasn't been updated, you know? Jose Castle, hey! Hi, any good thing to do New Year's Eve in Osaka? Going to be with my wife and child. I know I've just put a video out about Tokyo. I think that a lot of the things that I mentioned in Tokyo would work in Osaka. When I spent New Year's in Osaka, I actually did the following. I went to Kyoto for the New Year's for the New Year's countdown at the temple, and I'm not gonna lie, I think I went too late, and the crowd was too big, and maybe I should have gone a little bit earlier. Um, so I think temples. If you want to do the temple one, you can head to Kyoto. You can head to any of the temples in Osaka, and then I went to a club. I did the countdown, and then I returned to Osaka, and I went to a random nightclub, and I actually purchased my ticket at the door randomly, and I was on my own for this. So um, I don't know too much about Osaka. I don't think they do the Fox procession, but they'll have the whole. There will definitely be a countdown somewhere, maybe Dotonbori or something like that. I'm sure a little bit of research will definitely point you in the right direction, and hopefully somebody can give you some ideas too here. 2 sumo tournaments in Tokyo per year. Nice. Okay. I feel that the whole sumo thing, I need to learn a little bit more about. Trains don't, they do back in the clay, But trains, actually, the Yamanote line and some of the other JR lines, they actually run all night on the 1st of January for New Year's. So they don't. They usually end a bit before midnight or at midnight on during the normal schedule, but they have a special schedule. There are certain lines that, like for example, the Yamanote line that runs 20 like the whole night. Maybe it won't be at the frequency of a normal train. Instead of every 5 minutes, it might be every 20 minutes or so. But that's not quite factual. It's just getting to know what lines are running. Oh, nice, Alexander. Dr. Nagy, 100%. You should be able to leave your bags before check-in. And sometimes you might be able to even ask if it's 2 hours. You could possibly be allowed in to your hotel, or maybe even pay for for early check-in. Yeah, just stay the night in Odaiba, I guess. You've booked an extra hotel in Asakusa because going to the bar until 1 a.m. Well, Jeff, in depending on when you're staying, you probably don't need to spend the extra night in Asakusa unless you want to specifically stay there. But because, like I've mentioned, definitely the Yamanote line, some of the other JR lines, they run, and you could possibly make your way. Actually, Asakusa, would you be able to get to Asakusa? Actually, you probably have to spend the night because you probably wouldn't be able to make it to Asakusa now that I think about it. Because of you need to go on the Ginza line. The Ginza line doesn't run. Stupid me. What other interactive activities would you recommend? Archery, pottery. I think they're all great. Um, I mean, some of the ones that I've done is dressing up like a samurai or whatever. That's always fun. Um, or you could do like some kind of a sword thing. I think they've changed it now because you're not allowed to have like a real sword, but they do have all sorts of other like katana like swinging like lessons. Those are pretty cool. And if you can do some sort of pottery sort of thing, that's always going to be fun too. Hey Gazumi, arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated. Hey Paquito, it was you. Okay. I've just mentioned that I bumped into a viewer in La Línea, as I was having a coffee with a friend. I was catching up with a friend, and Paquito came over. I mean, I saw him looking at me he had a very friendly face, and I thought I don't recognize him, but maybe I don't. Maybe I do know him, and he was a follower, a viewer, so it was really nice. And he has a little beautiful baby girl, and going to Japan soon. Very excited. Thanks for the chat. We'll have to watch the rest after work. No problem. Thanks for being here, Go Wonder Down Under. Oh man, you know what? I wish I could have a user soda right now. I totally wish I could. Let's see. I'm looking forward to New Year's. It's always good. I just think that when it comes to Japan, I'm just happy that I'm in Japan. Really, to be honest. When it comes to Japan, I just love being in Japan, and I think when it comes to anything, not just Japan, but when it comes to traveling in Japan, you just need to know what your expectations are. You need to know in the summer that it's going to be hot and humid, so that you don't have this nasty surprise. And I think New Year's in Japan is a unique time. Things do close. It can be a little bit challenging, but if you know what you're going to get into, it's absolutely fine. Lord McGray, thank you so much, amigo. Tomodachi. Thanks so much, dude. Arigato gozaimasu. I feel like I need to let's see. Can I do this? Will it work? Yay! This is for everybody who supported me. Thank you so much. Arigato. Thank you. Oh, I wanted to show you something because this is the very last thing that I bought in my last Japan trip. But it's so freaking cool. It's so freaking cool. I'm so happy. This is a you see the it's a Haneda um it's a Haneda pilot Pikachu, and it has a Haneda like little badge with its little tie and its little hat with a Pokeball. Come on, guys, this is the cutest thing ever. It might be my favorite, could potentially be my favorite plushie. As you can see, I have lots of plushies up there, but and on top of it, I got it from the Haneda um Pokemon Pikachu. Is it Pikachu or Pokemon vending machine? From the terminal from just next to the gate as I was gonna leave, and I just was so tempted. Literally, Japan was tempting me to the very last second with a freaking Pikachu vending machine where I was able to get this little guy. It's so freaking cute. Come on, guys. Just this a little badge with a HND that does it for me, and the tie. So cute. Maybe I should put him somewhere where he can be seen. Let's put him here. Mm, right here. He can live there for a little bit. Yeah. Jim Ross, you can't do certain things, but they've adapted, I think. I will be in Tokyo. I will be in Tokyo. I've eaten some of my some traditional foods. Um I fly to Haneda, so I will buy one of those for sure. Yeah. I think the Pilot Pikachu is exclusive to Haneda Airport. I wonder, does Narita have like a Narita one? Because does that mean that I'm gonna have to like now go hunting for Narita for the Narita Pilot and Pikachu? Because I will. If I have to, I will. I mean, I have a whole collection of Pikachu. It's ridiculous the amount of Pikachus that I have up there. Like, let me see if I could. Can you see all the plushies up there? My guilty pleasure is Koromi. I love Koromi merch. I mean, I go through phases. I think Pikachu has just become like a thing. I have so many Pikachus, but I do go through phases where yeah, I'm easily tempted, and I give in very easily too. Hey, Tommy Key has one also. Yay! Actually, I wanted to play a little game from now on. I thought it would be a little bit of fun. And that is every live stream, there is somewhere in the background a Suica penguin. And I'm wondering who's going to be the very first person to find the Suica penguin. It's somewhere. Somewhere. It's like find Where's Waldo or whatever, but with a Suica penguin. There's a pilot Pikachu and Narita. Damn it! I hate to go to Narita. That's a reason to go to Narita now. Yes, good reason. Good reason. Please stop at Chiba City Park. It has very interesting history. Thank you. Left of your head next to the plane. Yes, Paquito. Next to the plane, you will find my Suica penguin. And actually, let me show you the plane, because this isn't just any normal plane. This was a birthday gift, believe it or not. Isn't this pretty epic, guys? This was a gift from Jen Star and her partner for my birthday, and I love it. As you can tell. And the thing is, I've actually flew on this very same aeroplane without knowing until I landed in wherever it was, in Frankfurt or whatever it was, or Munich or whatever, and I realized that I was flying on the Pikachu Pokemon plane, and I ended up, I mean, I was thinking, why does this plane have so many like Pokemon things, you know? Like Pokemon inside and out. It needs a little bit of dusting. I'm not gonna lie. Right, let's put the Pikachu with the plane. Jeff, you're a little bit late. You're going to Haneda, out, going into Haneda, out Hanarita. Oh, you can maybe buy one for each. You applied for the Tokyo Metropolitan Countdown, but after that we could do a community meetup. Also, I believe I counted 5 people. Yeah, there's quite a few of us. And like I said, I'm gonna see what happens, and I'll probably share and say, hey, I'm gonna be here, you know, like let's meet up, whatever. But you know, Dr. Nagi is also like dependent on the time of the day, what your airline is, and all that. That's what I've decided, that they're both the same. Haneda, Narita, they're the same. They both have their pros and their cons. They're depending on where you're staying in Tokyo, like literally. And at the end of the day, I think when it comes to like you know, faster checking in or getting out of the airport, it's very very dependent on when you arrive and if there's other other how busy the airport is really. The nearby temple is actually beautiful and extremely historical. It was packed. It will be packed, I can imagine. In fact, me, Michaela, and Alan nearly went there, didn't we? Nearly. You're lucky. Yeah. Only if one is not supervised properly. Otherwise, looking cookie lessons. Oh yeah, cookie lessons are pretty cool. Also, Gazumi, I'm not very sure about, because I have an April trip. I have to update you. I still have a cancelled April flight, but I am in the process. Would that be an interesting video for Ninja Monkey, or would that be an interesting video for Happy Gaijin? That's a question. Like maybe Happy Gaijin, like talk through like my experience with, you know, when my flight was cancelled. It still hasn't been resolved, but I am trying to resolve it. And so far, even though it hasn't been resolved, I don't feel that customer service has been terrible. It's just been, I think it's been very, very complicated because they've been bouncing me, Expedia have bounced me to one airline has bounced me to the other has bounced me back to Expedia has got in contact with the airline has got in contact with Expedia, I've got in contact with the airline says that Expedia hasn't got in contact with them, but Expedia says that they have. Anyway, it's all one big mess, but I don't think the customer service has been terrible. I just think that it's just very complicated because anyway, I'll talk about it in the future, I'm sure. Where did you find the Streaker Penguin? I could use one of those. Jim Ross. I bought it from a combini in uh I wanna say Tokyo Station, maybe. You may enjoy Mie Prefecture. I've been to Mie. I love Mie. I've been to Isejingu. It's lovely. And as for the question was, have I what other prefectures? What prefectures am I thinking of doing? I don't know. Right now, I need to get through this New Year's, and then when I return, I'll think about it. But I yeah. Also, it depends on financially how things go. So we'll see. And also, I was thinking of maybe doing less prefectures, but more in depth. So maybe one of the possibilities was, for example, spending 10 days in Fukuoka, just 10 days in one place, Fukuoka for 10 days, and really exploring the city well and becoming not an expert, because it's impossible to become an expert of a city in 10 days, but really getting into grips with certain areas that I've only been to, you know, once or only spent a few days there. So I really liked Hokkaido. I would so go back to that beer festival. I mean that would be so much fun to do as a meetup beer festival. Yep, I've used both and I think they're the same. I was in Narita for Golden Week and it was about the same as normal. Good day, follow the sun. I know the timing, because of daylight saving and everything, I feel that the timing is a little bit odd, a little bit off at the moment. And I feel that now is when people start tuning in, like yourself, follow the sun. But it's a little bit complicated for me at this time because I do need to start getting myself ready for work tomorrow. It's 10:15 p.m. But I do see myself having to, at one point, having to stay on a little bit later for the live stream, because I can see clearly that now is when people are starting to tune in. So really, I should be starting the live stream like half an hour later than what I am. I'll see how that goes. Happy Gaijing, surviving airline flight cancellations. Oh, they did offer me, this is the other thing, that they did offer me a flight, but I haven't accepted it yet, because the flight my original flight, I chose for a reason and I paid for a reason, and it was because it would get me into Tokyo at 9 a.m. But the flight that they've offered me doesn't get me into Tokyo until 6 p.m. or 5:30 p.m. So, it's a whole day. And there's a reason why I opted for that flight. There were cheaper flights that I could have got that would have got me in the evening. So I'm making a case for myself there. We're spending a week or two in Kyushu next year. Kyushu, love it. I think we all need a Suika penguin in our life. I agree. You don't speak Hakata. You don't need to speak Hakata dialect to go to Fukuoka, dudes. I don't speak Japanese and I could go to Fukuoka, let alone Hakata dialect. Hopefully, will be backlash outcry over to save Pengi. Just like there was for Don Pen from Donkey. They pulled back his retirement due to backlash. Really? I didn't know that. The Sapporo Beer Festival. The Sapporo Beer Festival in the summer. It's in Bon Odori park, Odori Park, the main park where the tower is. It's stretches along there, and it's the biggest, one of the biggest beer festivals in the world, the biggest beer festival in Japan. I can't remember if it was 16,000 people, something ridiculous. Like, there's a few live streams up on my channel for that, so check it out. Yeah, you know what? I was looking for keychain station tunes too, Jeff, and I haven't been able to find any. Yeah, it's a little bit late. I think I can make it happen. I think I can make it happen in the future. I just need to wiggle a few things around and maybe be a little bit more proactive during the day, and the things that I need to do now I could do earlier, maybe. That's the reason I stay most of the times 2 to 3 days in the same location, because I think every time, damn, why didn't it stay longer? Yeah, exactly, right? Jennifer French is here. You see, everyone's coming now. Everyone's coming now. Hey Nathan, just Jerome. How are you doing? Nice video on New Year's Eve in Japan. Thanks for watching. If you guys haven't watched my latest Ninja Monkey video, check it out. I think it's a good, informative video. It's got lots of little tidbits of information in there, and also, most importantly, it has you know, first-hand advice from experience that I've had in Japan for New Year's. I only use one word for the whole of Japan. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Sumimasen. Sumimasen. It was gone. No. Did you get a keychain with a sound thingy, Alan? Did you? Boy, oh boy. Nathan, I like the sound of you doing some 10-day stays and you having you time after doing the 47 prefetches, filming and moving for us viewers. I mean, it might give more opportunities for live streams, you know, maybe, but yeah, I like, I like doing YouTube. I don't feel that I'm burnt out doing YouTube. I like interacting with you guys. I like streaming. I like making videos. I find actually weirdly therapeutic to start with all this raw footage and then, you know, mold it into a video, and then watching it and then thinking, this is crap. I need to re-edit this and this and that. And yeah, I like the process. And I think that also, I find that when I'm filming a video, I actually learn a lot more about Japan than when I'm just doing a trip for myself, because when I am filming, I'm always thinking, oh, you know, would my viewers like this? Would viewers like this? What are viewers interested in? And I notice more things, so it's kind of interesting, you know. Maybe you should drag your relatives to something that you want to do, Tawada. That's it, especially to help you make sure that you don't get hit with disappointment. I think not just Japan, but generally, if you know what your expectations are, you know, like I've mentioned before, if you know it's going to be hot and humid and sweaty in the summer, you know, then you're not going to be disappointed, because you know. I bought quite a few bit of stuff. You did, didn't you? But I didn't get a station sound keychain. I have the Yamanote coin box for that. Ooh. Yeah, there's a keychain that you can get that basically it makes a sound of the, you know, whatever station you. Oh, by the way, did I get rid? Wait a minute, guys. Something very important I haven't done on this trip, on this thing, and that is up there. We now have 4 bananas left. Yay! 4 bananas left. Before the stream ends, I want to say, Jim Ross, have a safe trip and enjoy yourself. Yes, everyone. Everyone wish Jim Ross a great trip, and not just Jim Ross, but so many people that are traveling, it seems, this week to Japan. Awesome. You should communicate with one another whilst you're in, you know, on Discord. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end things there. I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who supports me, to my patrons. The patrons really do make a big difference, and I'd like to grow my patron base if I can, just because it means that I can have something steady to know what's coming every month. But yeah, thank you so much to my patrons. You are awesome. To my members and to those of you who donate, I really, really appreciate it. So just one more time, thank you so much to Frog Lady for the banana and Yuzu fans. 4. Jim Ross for the 5 Ninja Monkey gift memberships. 4. Coexists for the Halloween thank you super chat. 2. Japan Panichiban, Aaron and Michaela. I miss you. And 2. Kazumi for Yuzu soda, but also for reminding me of how much I miss Yuzu soda at the same time. And 2. Lord McRae, arigato gozaimasu. Thank you so much for the 5 Ninja Monkey gift memberships that you have given the members. Well, given the members? Given the community. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Anyway, thank you for the time and spending it with us. Very much. Thank you for your time. I mean, thank you that I'm not just talking to myself on here. I really appreciate it. I love my Sunday streams, and as you can see, we're back in the real studio because the weather is now cool enough that I can be in here. There's no aircon in here, so in my living room has the air conditioning, so that's where I sort of set up during the summer. But now I can be here. I like being here because things are pretty much set up already. I don't have to do much other than turn up and say hello. Anyway, keep an eye on Happy Gaijin also, because I will have hopefully have an interesting video coming up shortly. On that note, thank you everyone. Stay positive, be a happy Gaijin, and see you in the next one. And for those of you traveling, have a absolutely fantastic trip. If you're watching this on the replay, you can always leave a comment and I can reply, and the community can also keep an eye and reply. On that note, stay positive, be happy Gaijin. Good night everyone. Bye.